flip to basketball now, where the vibes aren't as good.
Oh no!
This is
Oh no!
this is a program that is coming off of a really bad loss, and Patrick has called this like, hey, this might be the year of the blowouts where blue blood programs are getting blown out. What is the overall stance from this basketball team right now under Coach Mark Pope?
Well, let me start with the fans. Their stance is not good. I mean, people are livid, embarrassed, you name it. Every Kentucky fans are feeling it. And in terms of the team, they're going to tell you what any team is going to tell you. Hey, look, it's not meshing right now. We're going to get it together. We're working extremely hard. Mark Pope mentioned Otega Oweh's in the gym 3 times a day trying to get better. So from their perspective, again, they're just trying to get better. They definitely hear the noise, but they're trying not to focus on it too much. But in terms of this fan base, they are not happy, and that's saying it nicely.
I mean, you've got another interesting matchup coming up here. I mean, the schedule doesn't really get any easier once you start getting into SEC play. You've got an interesting matchup, in my opinion, because I'm a former West Virginia guy, so there's a couple former West Virginia guys that are going to be manning the bench and on the court there in the DeVries duo there. Does it get any easier? Do you think Kentucky can finally right the ship here and get a win against a Power 5 team?
I do think they can do it, yes, but at the same time, it's like they have to go out there and do it. I think that's been the problem, because you go out there in the exhibition against Purdue and you're like, this team is going to be amazing. And then you have that stretch of 4 games losing to top 25 opponents, and everyone's kind of looking just like, what's going on? I think it's just them coming together and playing together. It's been a lot of hero ball, one-on-one ball, and the message has been like, hey, you got to find the open looks, you got to find the open guy and play more with each other. I think after everything they're feeling, playing at home, at Rupp in front of fans, I'm hoping this is the game where they can flip the page and get on the right track.
Do you think it might also be a mental thing here, just getting blown out like this after a few close games against prior P5 opponents?
I think that obviously definitely plays into it, being a former athlete myself. Confidence, that's honestly the biggest thing before anything else. So I think that's a piece, but in full transparency, I think it's really just going out there and playing together. It's like there's either they're playing well offensively or the next game they're playing well defensively, but it's never collective, which is the same thing we saw with football. This like getting punched in the mouth.
One of the things that you said in your last time with this that stuck out to me, and the reason why it stuck out to me is because it stuck out to you, is when the captain and their leader mentioned effort might be an issue. Since that time until this time, have you seen that part of the game? Well, we talked about, you talked about playing cohesively, but from an effort standpoint, have you seen an improvement there and something they can rely upon as they get closer to SEC play?
I think the positive out of that is Otega Oweh was the guy who made that initial comment. Now, they played North Carolina Central last game. You're expecting a win. However, there were a lot of effort plays that you want to see from your leader. He had 2 defensive possessions in a row where he got steals and turned them into points. So from Otega himself, the effort's definitely there, but it's like one guy gives effort and then the next guy doesn't. Brandon Garrison got benched the whole second half last game because of the lack of effort. He turned the ball over, didn't get back on defense. Mark Pope was the most animated. Fans have probably seen him all season long, and they loved it. And Brandon Garrison sat the whole second half. And Cam Williams and Jalen Lowe, they didn't play the whole first half for reasons unknown. But you can tell Mark Pope is starting to send a message. So I would say maybe the effort from Otega is getting better, but lacking from other players.
Yeah. Mark Pope seemingly was all smiles, obviously, when he got the job, and then the success from last year. And as you've mentioned, it's turned a little sour since then. Let's hear from the head coach.
I was disappointed in our defense tonight. I was disappointed with the fouls. I was disappointed with the late gap help. I was disappointed with our on-ball ball screen pressure. We need to be way more up the line, way more aggressive to turn a guy around rather than let him just kind of pick us apart. I felt like I felt like our third defender was hit or miss, and they did a nice job spacing the floor where the floor was really overloaded, and so you just have your third defenders just naked on the weak side, and we have to make that play and we didn't tonight for the most part. So there's a lot of room for us to grow. We got to clean up the fouls. We got to clean up the gap help. We got to take some pride in keeping guys in front of us. If we're going to be a really good team in competitive games, those are spaces where we have to grow. And this group will. I love these guys. We just need to get better there, and we will.
Colby, Kentucky is 6-4 overall. The good thing is, though, they're 6-1 at home, so this game being at Rupp Arena kind of bodes well for them. Do you have a prediction for Saturday from either the game result standpoint or just the way this game will flow there at Rupp?
Oof, that's a good question. Got me thinking. I think Kentucky will pull out the win. Okay. I really do. I think it's going to be a close one. I think it'll go wire to wire, but I think in the end, Kentucky's going to show up for their fan base and get it done. That's my thoughts on it right now. But next time I do, guys, I might have to eat my words.
Hey, I like it. Well, hey, you've hit two now. Like diagnosing this team, the effort last time that has seemed to build, and now I think that this game can serve as a springboard as they move into the rest of the non-conference and going into the SEC. Colby, we always appreciate your time here on Southeast Sports Plus. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.